What if the most dangerous threat to Kiyotaka Ayanokoji's survival isn't a hidden mastermind from the White Room, but a mandatory voting system that forces his own classmates to vote for each other's expulsion? You are watching Screen Explain TV. This is the exact psychological trap driving the upcoming plot of Classroom of the Elite Season 5. We know that the current fourth season focuses heavily on the grueling deserted island survival test and the initial arrival of the first-year assassins. While the island test pushes physical and tactical limits, the story must naturally progress into the midpoint of the second-year light novels for Season 5. This progression means the narrative is headed toward the infamous unanimous special exam, where the school removes all safety nets and introduces a completely ruthless structural rule. This structural rule forces every single class to reach a completely unanimous decision on a series of difficult proposals. But the final question introduces a devastating ultimatum. The class must choose between gaining a massive amount of class points or protecting their peers from immediate expulsion. This mechanic acts as a psychological weapon because it completely strips away the illusion of class unity. Instead of fighting rival sections, the students are forced to look at their own circle and decide exactly whose presence holds the lowest statistical value. Because of this pressure, Horikita's class completely fractures into chaos as hidden secrets and old betrayals are dragged into the open. This collapse shifts the core question of the entire franchise. The story is no longer about how Class D can cleverly outsmart Class A or Class B. It becomes a harsh question of how a group can maintain any form of trust when they know their peers are capable of voting them out for personal gain. This hostile environment forces Kiyotaka Ayanokoji to completely change his operational role. Up until this point, he has preferred to manipulate events safely from the shadows to protect his quiet school life. However, to prevent his class from completely self-destructing and losing vital points, Ayanokoji is forced to step directly into the light. He realizes that the only way to achieve unanimity is to ruthlessly engineer the expulsion of a specific close classmate to serve as the ultimate sacrifice. This cold calculation means the long-standing Ayanokoji group is going to be completely destroyed, which permanently alters how his remaining friends perceive his true nature. A more likely outcome for the finale of Season 5 is that while Ayanokoji successfully secures the points to push the class closer to Class A, he will completely lose his social sanctuary, forcing him to transition into an entirely isolated figure who prepares to face his final second-year rivals completely alone. Will Kiyotaka Ayanokoji's brutal logic preserve Class D's upward momentum, or will this internal destruction leave him completely exposed to his enemies? Subscribe to Screen Explain TV for more.